Welcome everyone, this is Toy-Nutz, and today going to be looking at the Indiana Jones Adventure Series Temple Escape Indy. This here is an exclusive to Shop Disney and Hasbro Pulse. The only difference between this Indy figure and the one from the main line is pretty much just the sandbag, that temple base, and this Indy only has one set of hands. And the box here, pretty standard Adventure Series box with since it's windowless, they've got the figure in an action pose, and then of course the Photoshop on the side. One side panel here has the other series available in the main line Adventure Series figures, and then the other is just a nice little Photoshop scene from the movie depicting what's going to be in the box here. Back of the box. Just pretty simple. Again, pretty much the same image from the front. And then, of course, everything that's included in this box set. Really, there is no difference, again, from the figure and the gear. It's pretty much you're paying for is the base and the little sandbag. And that's pretty much it. I don't really think it's worth the full price. I was able to get it on a sale. So it was only a couple of dollars more than the standard retail line. If you're able to find it for that price, I say go for it. But otherwise, unless you're doing a Dio or something, I really don't think this is a much needed version of Indy that, you have to go out of your way to hunt for. Well, let's pull him out of the package here. It's in there pretty good and tight, nice and snug. Did not hear anything rattling around in here, which is good. And all right, they got it in here folded in pretty good. Everything seems to be nice and secure in here, which is good. Some of the other windowless packaging that Hasbro's been doing, the figures just seem to be just tossed right in there, so this is good to see. Now let's go with the base here. We'll pull this part out first. This here is the accessory bag. They got this in here nice and tight, squeezed in there. I don't want to break anything, so we'll just pop the cardboard here and we'll pull it out that way. That's really good cardboard this time as opposed to some of the others. And then Indy is just set in here. There we go. We'll slide him out. I really like the little baggies they got him in because it has like that old map pattern on it, which is actually pretty cool. They did a really good job on this paper. Still would prefer them to be in a window package, and here he is. Like I said, yeah, he looks just like the standard mainline Indy. There doesn't seem to be any extra like paint app for like dirt or, but did a really good job. Got a good one. Don't see anything. Butterfly joints in the shoulders. Yeah, so this is just the exact same retail release of this Indiana Jones figure. They got the ball socket hands. I'd rather just have them fully jointed, but they're all right. Ball jointed elbows, nice range of motion. Joints are pretty tight on this one. Yeah, not too bad yet. Like I said, the legs bend pretty easily. No real paint sticking or stiffness in the joints there. Well, it's pretty good, but yeah, overall, great detailing and everything. He looks good. All right, we'll do the accessory set here. And again, you see the bag looks really cool. Everything's all in one side here. We'll just dump them all out here into the hand. There we go. And we'll start with the pistol, all black. Could have used a little detailing, but they're not going to go that far. The two whips, the curled to go on his belt loop, and the extended or the unfurled one, if you will, but it's been in the bag and curled up. Just heat that up a little bit and you can get to straighten out a little bit more. Not bad. And then we've got the idol. They did a really nice job on it. Nice, shiny, good detailing on the fertility idol here. Yeah, it looks really good. I like this. And then last but not least, we've got the exclusive sandbag. A little dirty, multicolor, nice dry brushing. All right. And then, of course, we've got the other big reason we bought this set, the idle base here. And it looks really good. Yeah, almost like a two-tone-ish look to the gray. I think a little bit of dry brushing of some dirt on that would be good, but I do like the moss. The moss is multicolored, has some nice dry brushing to help pop it and give it some depth. But yeah, overall, this is pretty cool. I do like this. All right, so we'll do the pistol here next. Like I said, it's a nice size, perfectly scaled for them. Fits in the hand with no issues. Bend the trigger finger to fit right into there. It's soft enough plastic. I don't think over time that it's going to warp it too badly or anything. And because the fingers are soft enough, you can expand it out enough because you're going to be able to get it to hold the sandbag and that. So I really have no issues with him getting to hold the gun. But yeah, he looks really cool. And then for the holster, some really good detailing. I mean, the way they got the strap, they could have just left the backside there blank, but they didn't. Yeah, it has that little nub on it, so that's going to be an issue. I already know. And then same thing with the holster. It's such a soft rubber, and it's kind of stiff though for the bottom part here to get the pistol in. It doesn't want to slide in fully. You got to really get in there to get that pistol to sit right. Otherwise, that flap will not close fully, and you can't get that little nub to go to lock it. And because the strap part there is really a soft rubber, that nub just wants to bend to the side and not really. It's like you just got to really play around with it. But once it gets in, it holds in pretty well. And next we've got the curled whip here to go on the belt loop. As you can see, again, it has that little, it's a softer plastic. It has a little nub and a little spot for it to go in. And getting that little nub to hold and stay in there, because it's that really soft plastic, it doesn't want to, and it will pop out a lot. See, yeah, you got to really get that in there. I don't know what the real answer to help fix this other than just play around with it or just glue it. And once it's in, it's in. But yeah, once you get it in, he looks really cool. I guess if I want to nitpick some more, the whip could use some a dry brush or a wash or something to help pull out some of that detail, that just standard light brown. But yeah, now the sandbag, again, the fingers are, there we go. Get that into the hand. Okay, got to really play around with the fingers, but again, I mean, I'm used to older figures and it's being a harder plastic. You don't want to break it, but yeah, pop it right in. There we go. And you can hold the sandbag ready to slide it onto the base. Yeah, he looks pretty cool. Now he has this open hand and fingers are slightly curled, but it's, yeah, he doesn't really want to hold the idle. And then if you try to stretch the hand to maybe hold the bottom base there, and the hand just pops right off. All right, and that's the reason I do not like these ball jointed wrists. I'd rather them pegged and have the pinned hand to try to get them to hold it. Yeah, so with this open grip like this, I understand why they did it. It'd been better if he had more of a C grip so he could actually grip. Yeah, see. Yeah, I just don't like the, yeah, I don't, one of the features on these figures, and they did it with the D&D line, is they've got these ball jointed wrists as opposed to a pegged wrist with a pin. I just don't like that. I don't think you get enough rotation or articulation on it to get some of the better poses. All right, so we'll just put the idle here on its base. Yep. And there we go. And then we'll just put the hand back on him. But let's get him into a pose, something like from the movie here when he first walks up. We'll get him with his hand as he rubs his chin and everything as he's studying the temple here. His arms almost reach that area. You can almost get it. Maybe if they had a little bit more of a cut into the elbow. But overall, that's not too bad. There we go. We'll just set them up. Great balance. I've got to admit, recently I've not had any issues getting these guys to stand or balance too badly. All this is, no need for buying figure stands or anything. But yeah, it's close. If you had like triple jointed elbows or something, or a little bit better cut under the sleeve, I think you would look a little bit better because you could get that hand right underneath the chin. Yeah, that's not too bad. Now, I know on Hasbro Pulse this thing's $39.99, definitely not worth it. I know Shop Disney had it for a little bit less than that, and then they had it on sale. So I want to say I only paid maybe $30 for it, which I was okay with doing. Even then, it's a little more than I think, because really all you're getting is that base and the little sandbag. You're not getting as many hands or anything. It's crapshoot. If you have to be a completionist, I understand, but yeah, I mean, it's a cool figure, don't get me wrong. It's a cool setup. I like it. There just should have been a little bit more for that price. But one of the cool things, you can set them up and have them, like the scene in the movie here where he's getting ready to swap the sandbag for the idol. I mean, at least he can pose and he can get in those positions. And that's why they gave him that slightly wider open stanced hand. I understand that. But, I mean, to have something to actually, so he can hold it like they do on the picture box here, you really got to sit there and balance it, and it's not very stable in his hand. But he's a cool figure. It's Indiana Jones. I mean, can't really complain, I don't think. Overall, glad I was able to pick this up. Thank you for watching the video. Please hit that like and subscribe button down below. Drop a comment what you think of the Indiana Jones Adventure series and this Temple Escape figure. Thanks again for watching. Have a wonderful day. And as always, Excelsior!